Sometimes in this journey of starting your own business and going through the hustle, when you're walking the journey, it's a tough journey, it's a lonely journey. And sometimes you want to be able to cut through the noise and just get to the point. And what we try and do is facilitate conversations that equip, inform, and inspire you. We also brought on board one of the entrepreneurs to be able to showcase what they've been doing.
So my name is Patience Kunene and I'm the co-founder of Golden Hour Skincare. Skin doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need 100 products to try and solve a single skincare concern. Simplicity is key. If you have any further questions, I will be at my stand. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
This evening, help me to welcome Tebogo as it takes us from vision to execution.
I was advised early on, by the way, in terms of business, that you must niche quickly. Can't walk around here like you act like you're at Deloitte. And I ignored that advice because my entire life I've been brought up to get employed. So you with me, get a degree, get employed, and shifting to this entrepreneurial space without working on the identity stuff and the limiting beliefs is something that eventually trips you up. At the heart of everything is if your organization is not aligned, you're going to have problems with executing strategy. You're going to have problems with developing a certain culture intentionally. You're going to have a whole lot of problems around just the organism that is your organization actually scaling. We have these flawed mental models that we think organizations are like clocks. They work like clockwork. Now, we also talk about management being about command and control. The whole top-down thing. And so our mental models around organizations of being machines and working like clockwork actually get in the way of getting alignment in our businesses. The mental model that we encourage is that the reality is that organizations are a lot more organic, a lot more adaptive, a lot more human, and messy. So as you sell your products to me, do you understand what it fulfills here? That makes me feel like that's what your purpose is meant to be about. And then after that comes your mission. And then after that, this capacity. So our ability to deliver on the mission is critical. And that for us is what we call systemic alignment. And ultimately, though, the question is, does your how match your why?
How do we now make hairstylists to see that we are actually here to solve the problems that they cannot solve?
When I go to a hair salon, I'm going there because I'm trying to make myself look better. So you've got to speak to their pain so that by the time they get to the hair salon, they are clear that they also want to address this badly enough. If you don't talk to that, they won't even call your product by name. But you've got to be very, very clear who your product is for. It's not for the hairstylist. The hairstylist is addressing a different pain to the one that you are talking to.
Can you help me with the term value in terms of what the value for the client or the customer is?
I always say to people, you're halfway there when you can define what the underlying customer need is. Why do I need this product?
It's not the service that you need to provide, it's the solution to the pain point.